here students, exercise 6.3 fourth problem. The first and the last terms of AP are 17 and 350 respectively. See, first means A, it is equals to 17. Next last term L equals to 350. So if the common difference is 9, D equals to 9. How many terms are there and what is their sum? How many terms are there? Nothing but find out the n value. What is their sum? That means Sn value. So we have to find out n and Sn value. So here the last term is denoting with the an. So an equals to 350. So to find out the n and Sn values, so what I am doing here, an equals to 350. So what is the an value? A plus n minus 1 into d equals to 350. Substitute a and d values. So a value 17 and d value 9. So next 17 transpose to RHS side. So then it will become minus. So n minus 1 into 9 equals to 350 minus 17. So n minus 1 into 9 equals to 333. So finally the n value is how much? 38. So number of terms in the AP is 38 terms. Let's find out the Sn. So Sn nothing but S38 value we have to find out because we already found the n value, that is 38. So Sn formula n by 2 of A plus L, because A value and L value both are available. So here n value 38, so 38 by 2 bracket of A value 17 and L value 350. 17 plus 350, 367, 38 by 2 is 19. So 19 into 367 is how much? 6973. So yes, 38 answer 6973. Next to fifth question, find the sum of first 51 terms of AP. Find the sum of first 51. So that means yes, 51. Whose second and third terms are 14 and 18. Second and third terms. So A2, third term A3. So second term is how much? 14 and third term is how much? 18 respectively. So using these two values we have to find out the S51. So to find out the S51 we need A value and D value. Let's find out A and D values from A2 and A3. So using A2 and A3 we can find out the common difference. Why? Because these two are consecutive terms, A2 and A3. Okay, so D equals to A3 minus A2. So A3 18 and A2 is 14. 18 minus 14 is 4. So common difference is 4. Substitute this common difference 4 either in A2 or in A3. So I am substituting in the A2. A2 equals to 14. A2 formula A plus D as per the general form. Substitute D value 4. So A value is 10. So finally we got A value and D value. Using them we can find out the S51. So Sn formula n by 2 of 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So here I am not using n by 2 of A plus L because L value is not available here. So n value 51 by 2, 2 into A value 10, n minus 1, 51 minus 1 and D value is 4. 2 into 10, 20, 51 minus 1 is 50 into 4, 50 into 4 is 200. So 20 plus 200 is 220. And 51 into 2, 51 by 2 into 220. So the total answer is 5610. So the S51 answer is 5610. Next to sixth problem, if the sum of first 7 terms of AP is 49. Sum of first 7 terms, that means S7 equals to 49. And that of 17 terms is 289. So S17 equals to 289. Find the sum of first first n terms. So find the sum of first n terms. That means Sn equals to how much? So here S7, S17, two values given. First S7 equals to, what is the formula? Sn formula n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So I am using that formula. So n value is how much? 7. So 7 by 2 of 2a plus 7 minus 1 into d equals to 49. Next 7 by 2 of 2a plus 6d equals to 49, because 7 minus 1 is 6. Now 7 by 2 transpose to RHS side. So 2a plus 6d equals to 49 into 2 by 7. 7 ones are 7, 7s are 49. So 2a plus 6d equals to 14. So here we can take the 2 common. So 2 bracket of a plus 3d equals to 14. So then a plus 3d equals to 14 by 2. So a plus 3d equals to 7. It is equation 1. Next second condition is S17 equals to 289. So same like a previous 17 by 2. Here n value 17 and by 2, 2a plus 17 minus 1 into d equals to 289. So here 2a plus 16d equals to 34. 2 bracket of a plus 3d equals to 34 and a plus 8d equals to 17, equation 2. Now solve these two equations by using the elimination method. So in the elimination method, change the symbol for the second equation. So here minus plus 8d will become minus 8d, plus 17 is minus 17. So plus a minus a cancel. 3d minus 8d is minus 5d. It is equals to 7 minus 17 equals to minus 10. Then d value is 2. Substitute d value either in equation 1 or in equation 2. So I am substituting in the equation 1, a plus 8d equals 17. So d value is a 2. Then a value is 1. So a value 1 and d value is 2. Now let's find out the sum of first n terms, that is Sn value. So Sn equals to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here he asked Sn. So that means n will come as it is, n equals to n. So no need to substitute any value, but substitute a value and d value. So 2 into 1, 2, n minus 1 into 2 is 2n minus 2, plus 2 minus 2 cancel, then 2n, here 2, 2 cancel, then n into n is n square. So sum of the first n terms is n square. Next seventh question, show that a1, a2, dash an form on AP where an is defined as below. So he gave two an values, so there are different questions. Okay, an equals to 3 plus 4n, an equals to 9 minus 5n. Also find the sum of first 15 terms. First we have to prove that these two terms are AP, then after find out the first 15 terms. So I will explain one example problem, same like a seventh question. So here example 14, find the sum of first 24 terms. Find the sum of first 24 terms means S24. List of the numbers whose nth term is given by, here the nth term is given by an equals to 3 plus 2n. Okay, so using an value we have to find out the sum of first 24 terms. So generally to find out the sum of any number of terms we need a value and d value. Okay, so a value nothing but a1, so a1 will get from this an, d value nothing but a2 minus a1, so a2 value will come from this an. So overall we need a2 value and a1 values. So let's find out these two values. So here an equals to 3 plus 2n, substitute n equals to 1, substitute n equals to 1. Okay, so if substituting n equals to 1, a1 equals to 3 plus 2 into 1, 3 plus 2 into 1 is 2, 3 plus 2 is 5. So similarly find out the a2 value. So an equals to 3 plus 2n, so substitute n equals to 2, So then 3 plus 2 into 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 3 plus 4 is 7. So A2 value is 7. So A1 value 5, A2 value is 7. Okay. So A equals to A1, we know very well first term is denoting with A or A1. Okay. So here A equals to A1, that is 5. Next let's find out the common difference. So common difference formula, A2 minus A1. A2 value 7 minus 5, it is equals to 2. So we got A and D values. Let's find out the S24. So n by 2 of 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Substitute n equals to 24. 24 by 2, 2 into 5, because A value 5. So next 24 minus 1 into D value 2. So here 24 by 2 answer is 12. So then 2 5s are 10, plus 24 minus 1 is 23 into 2. So 10 plus 46, it is equals to 56. 12 into 56 is 672. So yes, 24 answer 672. So based on example 14, you can do the 7th problem. First you find out minimum 4 terms. Then after verify them whether the 4 terms are following the common difference or not. Definitely they will follow in the common difference. Then after find out the sum of first 15 terms. So 7th question is homework. Next 8th question, if the sum of first n terms of AP is 4n minus n square. Sum of first n terms means Sn equals to 4n minus n square. What is the first term? What is the first term? Nothing but note that the first term is S1. Yeah, he gave first term is denoting with S1. So that means substitute n equals to 1. So S1 equals to 4 into 1 minus 1 square. Okay. So 4 into 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 answer 3. So S1 equals to 3. And here S1 is denoting with A1 also. Why? Because S3 is there. S3 nothing but sum of first 3 terms. S5 is there. Sum of first 5 terms. S1 means sum of 1 term. So 1 term sum is not possible. So first term is denoting with here A1 or S1. So both are correct. So here S1 equals to 3. Okay. Next, what is the sum of first 2 terms? What is the sum of first 2 terms? So that means S2. So here S2 means substitute n equals to 2. So then S2 will become 4 into 2 minus 2 square. 4 to the 8. 2 square is 4. So 8 minus 4 is 4. So sum of first 2 terms is 4 answer. Next, what is the second term? Second term means A2. Here sum of first 2 terms means S2. Second term is A2. Okay. So what is the second term A2? Nothing but, see here how I am finding the second term A2. S2 minus S1. Sum of 2 terms minus sum of first term. So sum of 2 terms 4 and first term is 3. So 4 minus 3 answer how much? 1. So the second term is 1. Okay. Similarly, find third, 10th and nth terms. So A3, A10 and AN. Okay. See A3 first. How to find the A3? How we found A2 in the same pattern, let's find out the A3. So how we found A2? S2 minus S1. Here 2, here also 2. S2 minus S1. Similarly, A3 equals to S3 minus S2. Okay, S3 minus S2. But do you have a S3 value? No. So S3 means 4 into 3 minus 3 square, because 4n minus n square is equals to Sn given in the question. And S2 value we already completed, that is 4. So 4 into 3, 12, 3 square is 9 minus 4. So 12 minus 13, 12 minus 13 is how much? Minus 1. So A3 value is minus 1. Now A10 value. Similarly, A10 is equals to S10 minus S9. S10 minus S9. But Sn equals to what? 4n minus n square. So S10 means 4 into 10 minus 10 square minus, here take the bracket, S9 means 4 into 9 minus 9 square. 4 into 10 is 40, 10 square is 100, minus 4 9s are 36, 9 square is 81. 40 minus 100, now remove the bracket, minus 36 plus 81. So first you add the positive numbers, so here 40 and 81 is 121. Next 100 and 36, 136. So next 121 minus 136 is minus 15. So the 10th term is minus 15. Next an, nth term equals to, so if you are observing the A10, S10 minus S9. So here 10, here also 10, then here 9. So decreasing order. Similarly, an equals to Sn, then Sn minus 1. Okay. So Sn means as it is 4n minus n square. Sn minus 1 means substitute n equals to n minus 1 and simplify. Okay. So 4 bracket of n minus 1 minus n minus 1 whole square. So 4n minus n square minus, here continue the bracket as it is, 4 into n, 4n minus 4. Next here n minus 1 whole square formula, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Next here 4n minus 4. Now here remove the bracket, minus n square minus 1 plus 2n. So once again remove the bracket. So sorry, before removing the bracket, let's simplify. 4n plus 2n, 6n, minus 4 minus 1 minus 5, and here minus n square. Now remove the bracket, minus 6n plus 5 plus n square. So here minus n square plus n square cancel. 4n minus 6n is minus 2n, and here 5. So the nth term is minus 2n plus 5. Next to 9th question, find the sum of the first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. First 40 integers divisible by 6. What is the first number which is divisible by 6? 6 is the first number divisible by 6. Second number 12. Third number 18. Fourth number 24. Dash. Here no need of last number because already given very clearly 40 positive integers. Okay. So whether these list of the numbers forms on AP or not, let's verify. How to verify? Just find out the differences. Okay. First difference A2 minus A1. So second term 12 and first term is 6. So 12 minus 6 is 6. Next second difference A3 minus A2. Third term and A2 second term. 18 minus 12 is 6. In the two cases we got the same answer. So then the list of the numbers are in the AP. Now let's find out the sum of first 40 numbers which are divisible by 6. So n value 40, 40 by 2, 2 into first term is 6, n minus 1, 40 minus 1, and d common difference, that is 6. Okay. So here 40 by 2 answer is 20. 2 6 are 12. 40 minus 1 is 39 into 6. So 12 plus 39 6 are 234. So 12 plus 234, 246, and 20 into 246 is 4920. So the sum of the 40 numbers is 4920. 10th question, a sum of 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes to students of a school for their overall academic performance. 700 rupees given to 7 cash prizes. Each prize is 20 rupees less than its preceding price. Preceding means previous. Find the value of each of the prizes. See here, each prize is 20 rupees less than its preceding. For example, first prize is 40 rupees. Then next prize will become 20 rupees. Next prize will become 0. So like that. So each price is 20 rupees less than its preceding price. So here what are the values given? This 700 rupees is used for 7 cash prizes. So that means S7 equals to 700 rupees. This is a given value. Next to here 20 rupees less than the each price. So 20 rupees less than each price means how many? What is the common difference here? D equals to minus 20. Why? Because for example the list of the prizes value is 120 is the first prize, then 100 is the second prize because 20 rupees less. Next 80 is the list. Here what is the common difference? 100 minus 120. 100 minus 120 how much? Minus 20. So that is why here common difference is minus 20. So find the value of each prizes. If you know the first prize value, then you can find out the remaining 6 prizes very easily. Why? Because 20 rupees less than its preceding price. So first prize value nothing but we need A value. A nothing but first term. First term is first prize value. Let's find out the A value. So here Sn equals to n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So S7 equals to 700. So S7 n equals to 7. Substitute that value. 7 by 2 of 2a. We don't know what is the a value. Plus 7 minus 1 into d value is minus 20. It is equals to 700. Next 7 by 2 bracket of 2a plus 7 minus 1 is 6 into minus 20. 6 into minus 20 is minus 120. Now 7 by 2 transpose to RHS side, then it will become 2 by 7. 7 ones are 7, hundreds are 700. So 2a plus minus 120 equals to 100 into 2 is 200. So now minus 120 transpose to RHS side, then it will become plus 120. 200 plus 120 is 320. Next to 2 transpose to RHS side and a value is 160. So finally we got the first prize value is 160 rupees. Then second prize value 140 rupees. Third prize value 120 rupees. Fourth prize value 100 rupees. So you can find out the remaining prizes values. So here is the value of 7 prizes. Okay. Next 11th question. In a school, students thought of planting trees in and around the school to reduce air pollution. It was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class in which they are studying. So for example, a section of a class 1 will plant 1 tree because they are studying first class, so they are going to plant 1 tree. So next a section of class 2 will plant 2 trees because they are studying second class, so they will plant 2 trees. So next so on till class 12th. So there are 3 sections of each class. So how many trees will be planted by the students? Okay. So in a school total 12 classes are there. Each class 3 sections, and each section going to plant the number of trees is equals to which class they are studying. Okay. And finally we have to find out how many trees will be planted by the students. That means we have to find out the S12 because there are total 12 classes. So how many trees will be planted means S12 value we have to find out. See here in the first class, how many sections are there? The first class there are 3 sections. Each section planting number of trees equals to 1 because they are studying first class, so number of trees equals to 1. So total how many trees planted by the first class? Total 3 trees planted by the first class. Okay, next is second class. Second class how many sections? Same 3 sections. How many trees going to plant by each section? 2 trees because they are studying second class. So total how many trees planted by the second class? 6 trees. So next one, third class. In third class same 3 sections, each section 3 plants, so total trees 9. So dash how many classes are there in the school? 12 classes are there. So let's find out the number of trees planted by 12th class. In the 12th class how many sections? Same 3 sections. Each section how many trees they are planting? 12 trees they are planting. So total how many trees planted by 12th class? 36 trees planted by the 12th class. So finally we created one list of the numbers, that is 3, 6, 9 dash 36. Let's verify whether these are the form AP or not. So first difference, second difference, so here 3, here 3, so difference is common, so then the list of the numbers are in AP. Next I am using the SN formula, that is n by 2 of A plus L, because here last term is available, that is why I am taking A plus L formula. Now we have to find out the total number of trees planted by all the classes. So that means total how many classes are there? 12 classes are there. So then S12 equals to 12 by 2 into 3 plus 36. So then answer is 234. So total trees planted by all classes is 234. Next to 12th problem, a spiral is made up of a successive semicircles. Successive means serial, semicircle means this is called a semicircle. So here is a diagram, spiral diagram given beside of the question. A spiral is made up of a successive semicircles with centers alternately at A and B. See, he gave 2 centers, one is A, another one is B. So using these 2 centers he created some semicircles and it formed as a spiral. So first starting with the center A of radii 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, 2.0 dash. See here radii are in the particular adder, okay, 0.5 is increasing. So as shown in the figure, what is the total length of a such spiral made up of a 13 consecutive semicircles? So what is the total length? Total length he is asking, so that means S13 value we have to find out. So to get the S13 value we need first term A and common difference D. So let's prepare the list of the numbers. So here in the bracket he gave that length of a successive semicircles is L1, L2, L3, L4 dash with centers at A, B respectively. See here L1 semicircle formed with center A, L2 semicircle was formed with center B, L3 semicircle was formed with center A. So alternatively the centers are changing A, B dash. So let's prepare the list of the numbers here. So first here I am taking the center A, first of all center A. With the center A radius is how much? 0.5 centimeter. Drawn one semicircle. So this is a semicircle, it is L1. So what is its length? Let's find out. Actually this is called a circle, and here this is a length circumference. The circumference formula is 2 pi r. Now here what happened here? He took only half of the circle length. Then the formula will become by 2. Here 2 cancel, pi r. So to find out this length we have to use the pi r formula. Okay. So here I used the pi r formula. So pi value 22 by 7 and r So first radius is 0.5 centimeter. So 22 by 7 into 0.5 means 5 by 10. 5 ones are 5 twos are. So 2 ones are 2 11s are 11 by 7 centimeters. So the length of a semicircle L1 equals to 11 by 7 centimeters. Now we should take the center B. Okay, with the center B, radius. What is the radius? Here 1 centimeter is a radius. Okay, then he drawn the one more semicircle. Its name is L2. So the length of a semicircle L2 is same formula, but radius is different, that is 1.0 as per the question. So 22 by 7 into 1, it is equals to 22 by 7 centimeters. Now we should take the center A. Okay, now what is the radius? 1.5 centimeters radius. Now draw one more semicircle, its name is L3. So to find out the length of a L3, pi r is a formula. So here r radius is 1.5 centimeters. 1.5 convert into fraction form 15 by 10, and its simplification is 33 by 7 centimeters. So enough 3 numbers to form the list. So let's prepare the list now. So here is a list of the numbers: 11 by 7, 22 by 7, 33 by 7. So let's verify whether this list forms AP or not. So here I found the differences. 11 by 7 I got. So list of the numbers are in the AP. So then after we have to find out the total length of a 13 consecutive semicircles. So that means S13. S13 equals to 13 by 2. 2 into A value 11 by 7 plus 13 minus 1 into D value, common difference, that is also 11 by 7. So 13 minus 1 is 12 into 11 by 7, here 22 by 7 plus 12 11s are 132 by 7. So now here denominators are same, then LCM will be 7. Then add the numerators as it is, 22 plus 132. So 22 plus 132 is 154 by 7, and its simplification is 143 centimeters. So the length of a 13 semicircles is 143 centimeters. Next, 13th question, 200 logs are stacked in the following manner. Here observe the figure, these are called logs. The total logs are 200. Okay, so 200 logs are stacked in the following manner. So that means 200 can be equal to Sn value. Sn means sum of the first n terms. So here 200 logs is equals to Sn. 20 logs are in the bottom row. Here 20 logs are in the bottom row. 19 in the next row. Here 19 in the next row. 18 in the row next to it. 18 in the next to it, and so on. So here how many rows are the 200 logs placed? How many rows are 200 logs are placed, and how many logs are in the top row? So two answers we have to find out. Okay, so students, let's prepare the list of the numbers. So list of the logs in each row. In the first row 20, second row 19, third row 18 dash. Okay, let's verify. So here D is a -1 in the two cases. So list of the numbers are in the AP. Now the value given is Sn equals to 200. Here is a Sn formula. It is equals to 200. Substitute A value, that is 20, and substitute D value, that is -1. So then n by 2 into 40 plus minus n plus 1 equals to 200, because here -1 multiplying inside. So next the quadratic equation is minus n square plus 41n minus 400 equals to 0. So here 41n I am writing as a 16n plus 25n. From the first two terms minus n common, so take the bracket n minus 16. Next from the last two terms 25 common, n minus 16. So now n minus 16 bracket of minus n plus 25. So we got two n values which are 16 and 25, and both are positive numbers, 16 positive and 25 also positive. If any one value is a negative, then we can ignore it, but here both are positive. So let's see what will happen. So we got two n values, one is 16, another one is 25. So using this n value, I am going to find out a16. a16 equals to a plus 15d, so answer is 5. Next to a25, a25 equals to a plus 24d, then answer is minus 4. So here number of logs should not be negative, but here we got negative number, so then we can ignore 25. So then total how many rows are there? 16 rows are there, and number of logs in the top row, sorry, it is not a last row, top row equals to 5 logs. Next to last question in this exercise, that is 14th problem. In a bucket and ball race, a bucket is placed at the starting point. So here is a starting point, which is, bucket is 5 meters from the first ball. Where is the first ball? Here is the first ball. It is 5 meters from the first ball. Next one, other balls are placed 3 meters apart in the straight line. So other balls, here is the first ball, next ball is here and the distance is 3 meters. Next here is a third ball and the distance is 3 meters. Okay, it is continuing. So there are 10 balls in the line. So total 10 balls are there in the line. Okay. Now a competitor starts from the bucket, picks up the nearest ball. Picks up the nearest ball means which is the nearest one? Is first ball is the nearest one. Runs back with it. Is running back. Okay. What happened here? First he started the task from the bucket. He picks up the first ball. Next runs back to bucket and drop it in the bucket. So next runs back to pick up the next ball. Now again what happened? He is going to take the second ball. Okay, runs to the bucket to drop it. Again he is going back and drop it in the bucket. Next again going to pick the third ball and going back and dropping in the bucket. So this process will continue until the 10 balls should be in the bucket. So what is the total distance the competitor has to run? So what is the total distance competitor has run in this game? Okay. Yeah, here let's prepare the list of the numbers. So to drop the first ball, how much distance traveled? First he traveled 5 meters and went back 5 meters. Total 10 meters traveled to drop the first ball. Am I right? To drop the second ball, how many meters you have to travel? Here from the bucket to second ball, how much distance? 5 plus 3, 8. From the second ball to bucket, how much distance? 8, and he dropped in the bucket. So second one is 8 plus 8. Similarly, third one, to pick the third ball, how much distance you have to travel? 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, and going back to bucket and dropping into the bucket. So 11 plus 11. So n of 3 numbers. So 5 plus 5 is 10, 8 plus 8 is 16, and 11 plus 11 is 22. So dash. So now let's verify whether this list of the numbers forms on AP or not. See here the differences are A2 minus A1 is 6, A3 minus A2 also 6. Here differences are common, so the list of the numbers are in the AP. So use Sn formula, n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here he is asking what is the total distance travelled by the competitor to drop the 10 balls. So that means n equals to 10, a equals to 10 and d equals to 6. So substitute n, a, d values and simplify them. So finally we got 370 meters. So the total distance travelled by the competitor is 370 meters. Next in the examples we have a one word problem. A manufacturer of TV sets produced 600 sets in the third year. Produced 600 sets in the third year means how to denote this? A3 equals to 600. And 700 sets in the 7th year. So that means A7 equals to 700. assuming that the production increases uniformly by a fixed number every year. So every year some fixed number of TV sets are increasing. So that means definitely the list of the numbers will be in the arithmetic progression. Then the first question is the production in the first year, that means A1. Second one, the production in the 10th year, that means A10. Third one, the total production in the first 7 years, that is S7. So these are the three values we have to find out. So here A3 600, A7 700 given, and the production increases uniformly by a fixed number every year. So then the list of the numbers will be in the arithmetic progression. A3 means here A plus 2D equals 600, equation 1. A7 is 700, then A plus 6D equals to 700. So by elimination method, here change the symbols for the second equation. So minus 4D equals to minus 100 and D equals to 25. Substitute D equals to 25 in either equation 1 or equation 2. So here I substituted in the equation 1. So then I got A value 550. So using A and D values, let's find out the three answers. So the first question is production in first year. First year is denoting with A, so then A value is 550. Second question, production in the 10th year. So 10th year is denoting with A10. A10 formula is A plus 9D. So 550 plus 9 into 25. 550 plus 225 is 775. Next, third answer, total production in the first 7 years. So first 7 years is denoting with S7. So first I am writing the Sn formula, n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute n equals to 7 and a equals to 550 and d equals to 25. So then substitute all values here. 2 into 550 is 1100 plus 7 minus 1 is 6 into 25. So 1100 plus 150, it is equals to 1250. 2 ones are 2, 625 are. And here 7 into 625 is 4375. So total production in the first 7 years is 4375. So finally we completed arithmetic progression topic. In the next class I will explain the geometry progression. Thank you.